Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Clint Miller, otherwise known as Franchise Kicks, and you are tuning in to the Franchise Kicks Show live on YouTube. Today is Friday, September 28th, and everybody's mind right now is set for tomorrow, the September 29th release of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the little classic. Everybody knows last year's NES Classic was like the toy of the Christmas season. People went crazy for it. People camped out, sometimes multiple times, for hours striking out. People spent hours online trying to get one. And the majority of people, if you wanted one, you had to pay upwards of 2 to 3 times the actual retail price to secure one. So with tomorrow's drop, I'm going to give you 3 tips that I personally used last year. And I was able to secure 4 NES Classics last Christmas season pretty easily by using my own tips. Here we go. Tip number 1. This tip is pretty much worthless at this point. Always look out for pre-orders. Best Buy and Walmart did pre-orders in July, I think it was. And a lot of people were able to get through on pre-orders, get guaranteed systems. Walmart refunded a lot of them, but Best Buy was good for it. And I got my pre-order from Best Buy. They dropped theirs at like 2 o'clock in the morning on a random day. And I'm going to give you a little tip of how I was able to get that one at tip number 3. So tip number 1 is pretty much dead in the water. Let's move on to tip number 2. Do you enjoy camping out? Do you enjoy people? Do you enjoy going to work with not much sleep? Do you enjoy camaraderie? If you do, I've got good news for you. Camp out. Some stores tonight, like Walmart, most 24-hour Walmart stores will be releasing the SNES Classic tonight at midnight nationwide for 24-hour Walmart stores. Most Walmarts got between 20 to 40 units per store. So, if there's a lot of people, I'd say of 30 plus, odds are low. So tonight at midnight, if you go to Walmart, let's say 10 o'clock at night, and the line's pretty short, 20 people or less, I'd stick around because you might luck out and get one. Other stores, Best Buy, in-store, they will be doing theirs tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., a ticket system. At 7 a.m., they will hand out tickets for the amount of systems that they have, and then you come back at 10 a.m. to buy your system. So Best Buy has already said that if you want to camp out, you better get there early. So I'd say minimum, if you're watching this right now, and if you want to camp out for Best Buy, you better go. Bring yourself a lawn chair, bring a snack, bring a porta potty with you, because you got a long night ahead of you. GameStop. GameStop will be dropping tomorrow. GameStop has already said most stores aren't getting that much stock, between 15 to 25 units per store. They will, tonight, once the stores close, put a piece of paper on the door that actually says, in the morning we have 15 units for sale. So if you count, there's 15 people in line, don't wait. Target should be the one store with the most stock, because Target, as far as I know, did not do pre-orders. I know Best Buy sold a lot of theirs through pre-orders, but Target is doing exclusively in-store. Most Targets are getting between 70 to 80 units per store, which is quite a bit. So if you have a Target in your area, it might be worth camping out there. Most Targets open up, I think, around, if they're not 24 hours, I think around 8 o'clock in the morning. But if your Target's 24 hours, then you might want to head down there right now and figure out where to stand in line and wait. But Target will have the largest stock in store day one. Toys R Us is also doing a a lineup drop at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. They haven't released their numbers, but Toys R Us, since they're basically on the verge of bankruptcy, I wouldn't expect them to have a whole lot of stock. So Toys R Us, to me personally, would be my last place I would go to try to get one. But maybe most people are thinking that. So you might actually have a good chance there. I don't know, but I still say Target is your best chance to get a Super NES Classic in store. Number 3. This is how I got my NES Classics last year. Tomorrow, Best Buy will not be doing web sales on launch day, but Best Buy will be selling them at future dates for restocks. Let's see. GameStop, Target, ThinkGeek, and Walmart and Amazon will be doing launch day online sales. And you got to say, how do I get them when they're online? I mean, do I have to sit there for hours and click refresh, refresh, refresh? No, you don't. You can do one small thing, sit back, and relax the rest of the day and just wait. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the best tip you've ever received of how to cop anything online that is limited, anything that you don't want to sit around and wait all day to drop. I'm going to let you know the best way to do it. Here we go. Step number 3. What you got to do is use Google Chrome as your web browser and download this Google Chrome extension called Page Monitor extension. All you got to do is go to your Google Chrome web store and download it. Add it to Chrome. Boom, you're done. Once you get it done, it'll look like this thing right here that's in the corner. When you click on it, that's it. That is the Page Monitor extension. What this does is it stays active in the background. So let's say this. Here's Target's webpage for the Super NES Classic, and right now it's not available to sell. But what it does, Page Monitor constantly runs in the background. You can set it to run in certain intervals to constantly check for any website changes, any updates. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All you got to do, once you're on this page, click this little icon, click it, it goes to Page Monitor. All you got to do, click Monitor this page, then click Options, because you want to change how you want to monitor this page. Click your options. It'll jump over this page right here. As you can see, I've already got several pages already set up. I've got Best Buy set up, Target set up, and Toys R Us set up. But I'm still going to set up like Walmart's page, Amazon's page, and a few others. But here's the one that I just put in here, Nintendo Super NES Classic Target. So what I want to do is make sure it's set at Advanced. Click Check Interval. This is what's vital. Right now, I have it set for check interval at 5 seconds. So once I check this box, it will constantly check every 5 seconds to see if the page is updated, to see if it's gone live, to see any kind of changes within the web page itself. And once the page goes live, what it does, it lets out this dinging sound. If you want to hear what the dinging sound sounds like, it's too easy. All you got to do, go down here, click Advanced, and it'll give you options down here. Make sure your sound alert is either checked off for chime or cuckoo. And once you do that, all you got to do, hit the play, and it'll play what the chime or the cuckoo sounds like. So once the page goes live, that is the sound you will hear. So play it several times so you know exactly what the sound will sound like on your computer. So whenever you hear that, it'll let you know page is live. And once the page is live, go for it. You'll have probably at least, I'd say, 30 seconds to a minute before word gets out across the internet where everybody knows, because most of the people, like on your pages like your Twitter and Facebook, who monitor these websites to let you know firsthand that they're live, they do the same thing. So you'll find out the exact second that other people do, which will give you a head start above thousands of other people. So Page Monitor is very vital in terms of securing anything online that is limited, that you want, that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people will be going after, and the supply will not meet demand. But Nintendo's already said that they will be restocking these throughout the Christmas season. So if you miss it tomorrow, don't worry. More will be released. Don't panic. Don't pay too much for a resale price. Be patient. But of course, a lot of people still will strike out because this will be probably the hottest toy of the Christmas season 2017. So be persistent, but stay patient, and good luck tomorrow. Let's hope everybody gets what you want, and have a good one.